how are you feeling, brother? You had an amazing fight last
good.
night.
I'm sore as
Yeah.
like really, really sore. I got in the ice bed this morning, stuck my face in there. My shoulders are all banged up. My face is puffy. It was really a war. It was really a war. I don't think it's still like set in yet. Dude,
you beat Anderson Silva, one of the greatest combat sports fighters of all time, and it wasn't easy. That guy is good.
He brought the smoke.
He's so tough, man.
He was there to fight.
I did not see that coming. I knew he's a great fighter, but my God, he's fast
in the
bro.
ring.
Yeah, he was like, "Come on, kid."
There was a lot of moments where he was
chirping,
playing a little because we saw this whole fight build up where it was Anderson Silva, the humble, combat sports veteran. Thank you so much, Jake, for giving me the opportunity to fight in this fight with you. And I said to myself, that he's gonna carry that into the ring.
Yeah, no.
Bell rings. This dude's fucking shoving you, putting you in headlocks, giving you noogies.
Fighting dirty as fuck.
Yeah,
he was pushing my head down the whole entire fight.
Follow uppercut.
Doing the uppercut.
Yeah.
And the ref, like, I had to tell the ref, like, yo, he's pushing my head down. And the ref was like, yeah, you're pushing his head down. I was like, what?
Nah, he's strategic, bro. You were in there with someone who's got so many dirty little tricks, and I'm sure I could see you level up from the start of that fight to the end of the fight.
Yeah, I got better as the rounds went on. I was making adjustments. He was making adjustments. And he really thought I was going to back down, I think. He brought a ton of pressure, a ton of smoke, and then I just matched it.
That was what won you the fight. When he went harder, and everyone in the stadium anyways felt the energy, and it started erupting, and he got way more violent and started throwing these flurries of punches. I know you're a warrior, bro, but I wasn't sure how you were going to react to that. And you met his violence with more violence, neutralizing the spider.
Yes.
I saw a warrior out of you yesterday, a gladiator in that ring that truthfully, bro, I had not seen you do yet. And I am so proud of you, bro. Like you are an absolute animal. And if anyone doubts you in this sport now, they are fucking stupid.
Thank you.
You proved just how tough you are last night, man. And you should be so proud of your performance.
Thank you, man. That means a lot, and I really appreciate it. And it's all kudos to my team, but also, having that heart. In some of my ayahuasca ceremonies and like spiritual awakenings, I realized my best attribute is my heart, and just being willing to go and dig deep and do whatever it takes to get the W. People say it's the power, it's the skill, it's this and that. No, mentally, to win the fight, you have to be super fucking strong and dig deep, because there's so many athletes who couldn't do that. It's all about like how bad you want it, and I wanted it more than him.
As we talked about earlier, there were these moments where you were pressed into the corner, and Anderson was just flurrying, dude. It was like an East Coast snowstorm coming at your fucking face.
Yes.
Were there any moments where you were like, damn, this is not going the way that I had predicted it to go?
No, honestly, like I was prepared, and it was credit to my sparring partners, because they brought the smoke every single session and put me in those exact same situations. So, there's always the worry of like the punch you don't see landing, and he was fucking throwing them, like putting his whole body behind these punches. And so my defense just like had to be perfect, but it was very difficult. So it wasn't worry. It was just like managing my heart rate and my lactic acid buildup, and pacing myself to be able to fight through those moments. And that was the most difficult part. So like the skill part of it, I had it under control, but it was just like staying calm in those moments and then returning the fire, because I had to make him back down and back up, and hitting him to the body is what slowed him down.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. That was the number one thing. And that's what my coach is telling me. Like Danny yelled at me in the corner. He's like, after one of the rounds that he won, he was like, what the fuck are you doing? Wake the fuck up. You're letting him back you the fuck down. This is fucking bullshit. You're better than that. Fucking jab him, fucking punch him to the fucking body. You abandoned the fucking punch to the fucking body. Wake the fuck up. And I was like, oh shit, you're right. No, he was right though. And it woke me the fuck up. And sometimes you need that as a fighter in the corner, and that's what a great coach does. And it was a beautiful moment. I came back out in the next round, boom, 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 jabbed on the way back, boom, punch to the body, and got out. And so it just like it woke me up, and that's really what stopped him from coming forward. And then we started exchanging in those clinches, and that's what eventually dropped him in the 8th round.
It is so cool to me that I know when people buy your pay-per-views, they're going to be entertained.
Yeah.
Because you have fighters who are good and who are undefeated, but you don't always know if they're going to give you a good entertainment bout that night. And last night, man, it was a war all the way till the end. You have power. In the last round, you knocked down Anderson Silva, and the crowd goes crazy. Round 8, and it not even like what looked like a hard punch. You were grounded, but you came over the top and clipped him in the right spot. You blinded with a jab, clipped him over the top. I have a question because I'm just curious. When you did that, A, what was going through your mind, and then B, I thought we locked eyes in that moment, and I went breathe,
And I breathed, yeah.
and I saw you go.
Yeah, I heard you.
It worked.
It worked. No, because you forget.
I was like, yo, he's probably stoked right now, but like,
Calm down, center yourself.
Because you want to
back the
finish.
game
You want to
plan.
finish him in that moment, like when he stands back up, right?
Yeah, 100%. And like you just have to gather yourself and like realize what happened, realize what punch you got him with, and then look at the opponent. Like look him in the eyes, see how bad he's hurt, and if he's gonna be able to recover. If he's wobbling, which he wasn't showing any of those signs, but you want to see, because then you jump right the fuck back on him. But you have to be careful because really experienced pro fighters will like act hurt like that, and then you'll come chin up punching, and then they'll fucking drop you.
So you want to stick to your game plan if he looks good. Were you surprised by this? Obviously, Anderson being one of the greatest combat sports athletes of all time. But were you surprised by his ability at 47 years old to stay in that fucking fight with someone of your age and your, constant training capacity? I mean, this dude was in that fight the entire way through.
It's unbelievable. He defies all physics.
yeah.
And, he had young sparring partners, undefeated prospects, 13-0 guys who were fighting, just as hard. He was fighting just as hard as them. And so it's unbelievable. His body, his skill, he's truly is a fucking GOAT. And he was taking punches that no one else takes. What's interesting is when I knocked him down, that wasn't even the hardest punch. It was just like the timing of it and the way he was coming up. He lifted his chin up into the air, and that's what dropped him. But you see what happens when I land those punches with everyone else. Tyron, Ben, Nate.
Game over.
They go to the fucking ground.
Right.
He would eat that shit, and I seen his eyes roll back in his head, and this motherfucker just kept on trucking.
They just come back down.
No, seriously. Bro. It was trippy as fuck.
When he was fully bleeding, like round 6, his face is all fucked up. He's bleeding his eyes, and he looks like pissed.
Yeah.
What's going through your head?
I mean, I'm just like, I got him.
Got him.
I got his number. I know how to beat him. I got him figured out. And anything he does right now, it doesn't matter because I'm faster than him, and I'm picking him apart. And I saw that he was defeated. He didn't want to accept it, and he didn't want to lose, but he knew that he couldn't do anything to me and that he was taking a beating. And I hit him with this right hand lead, like in the later rounds, and I think that was just like the punch that really
took his soul.
Yeah, that just like broke him in the 6th or 7th round, where the fight was over at that point. And basically in the 8th round, what are his coaches telling him? You're losing the fight.
You have to knock him out.
to knock him out.
Yep.
And so guess what?
He tried.
No, I'm coming too, bitch. Like, you think it's just your fight? You think it's just, oh yeah, now I'm gonna turn it on and knock Jake Paul out? No, fuck you, bitch. It's my 8th round too. So I turned it up, and I'm bringing the fight too. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna just give him the 8th round because I had it in the bag already.
I cannot believe you are a fucking boxer now. This is so weird.
Hey there, if you like the clip, make sure to subscribe or check out this recommended clip to my right.